I think because we hadn't actually set up the company to make a lot of money, that wasn't our objective. It sort of leaves you slightly sort of rudderless, I think is probably the word. And I suppose I just sort of went back to what things my mother had said in the past, and this sort of feeling that, well, we've done very well and I want to do something about it. So I did various things that, wanted to pay back, all those cliches that everybody uses, but quite how I was going to do it was a bit difficult. And I worked for the INSEAD Alumni Association, I was vice president there, and that wasn't wholly satisfactory. I think they sort of, if you're not a major corporate person or a consultant, I was an entrepreneur, so I had to check my fingernails that weren't too dirty. And anyway, but on the other hand, it was actually, and then I did something in Nepal with a charity set up by a school in London, and I got very worried about it because it was very much, we're here, we want to tell you what to do, we're going to give you orphanages. Well, there aren't any orphans in this area. If you want orphans, they're in those grotty parts over there, and shanty towns, that's where you should look. And that was quite an eye-opener. But I met a really interesting lady who was doing that with us, and then I went to an INSEAD do about fundraising, because I just thought, well, I'm not into fundraising anyway. And it was a very interesting talk about how to raise money and various charities there. I found it quite interesting. There was a really interesting guy there called Sal Espada from the Institute of Philanthropy, and he was sort of giving us very, very good advice. Anyway, I sort of sidled up to Sal at the end of it and sort of took him slightly to one side and said, look, fundraising isn't actually my problem. I've actually got the opposite problem. I'm not quite sure what to do with this money I've got, which was, he took it wonderfully. He said, we had the very coarse view of Sal. He was just so, he was so great about it, and he convinced me, well, without much difficulty, to enrol on the Institute of Philanthropy workshop. And that, along with INSEAD, was probably one of the best things I ever did. An amazing course.